Hi guys, it's me, Miss Farrah. I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and I'm going to do Get Ready With Me, so with my makeup anyway. So I'm just going to do my general everyday makeup that I would do if I'm working or if I'm doing stuff online. So let's get started. It's really simple, but a lot of you are asking me to do it, so I'll just show you what I use, what products I use, and the way I do things. It's very simple, so I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this Bare Minerals primer. Put this all over my face. Now I like this because it smooths pores. It kind of gives a matte finish to my face, and because I have an oily T-zone, I find that even at the end of the day, my T-zone is not shiny. Whereas in the if I don't use a primer, then I tend to get an oily T-zone, and I have to sort of dab away some of the oil or the grease from the center of my face. Okay, so I've done that. So then I like to use, I've currently been using two different foundations. I go between both of these. So sometimes I use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro in the shade Cashmere. I'm very pale. And then, but my favorite one is at the moment the Clinique Beyond Perfecting, and that is in the shade Ivory, but sometimes I use Alabaster as well. And this does concealer and foundation, which is nice because I generally try not to do too white underneath eye, because I don't want it to just look too over the top. So I find this works really well for me, and I use two different brushes for this. So I use the beauty blender to do all of my face, and I use one of these smaller brushes to do under my eyes, because I like it to be not too much under my eyes, because I get a bit cakey otherwise. So I'm going to put some of this onto my hand, and so I do the under eyes first. Making sure I don't put too much product under there, because I don't like it to get cakey, because I don't powder. I find if I powder afterwards, that it makes my face look cakey, and it definitely makes my under eyes look cakey, and then I look like I'm about 100 years old, so we're not going to do that. And as you can see on my face, I have a lot of discoloration. My face is not one colour. When I was in my 20s it definitely was, but these days it is definitely not. Now I like to pat this on, I don't wipe it onto my face. It's one of the reasons why I don't use brushes. I really don't like foundation brushes, because I find that however well I've prepped my skin before I put makeup on, I find if I use a brush and I start wiping it across my face, it makes my skin look dry and flaky and stuff, because I'm literally just dragging stuff across my face. So I've always found that patting on products is just so much better. It looks nice on the skin, it gives it more of an airbrushed finish, it conceals everything properly, and it's more of an even coverage, which is what I like. Now I don't really wear heavy, like full coverage foundations really. I find that this one is just enough. All I want it to do really is give me one colour of skin tone on my face, and not have like different colours, because I have a bit of rosacea in the middle of my face. So I don't really like to have a lot of heavy makeup on, because I don't want it really like giving me spots and stuff. But I find that this one is just enough. It gives me one colour of skin, and it's not too much, which is perfect for me. Long gone are the days when I used to be able to go out with no foundation on. Now I'm noticing that in the camera this is like picking up very yellow, but trust me, in day-to-day life it's a really nice warm colour on my skin, and it's not too much. But it does look very yellow on the camera, so I am aware of that. And don't forget to do your neck, because you don't want a different coloured neck. Now usually I would do my ears, but they're going to be covered by my hair, so it doesn't matter. And any excess I have left off, I just put over my eyelids for kind of like a base coat. Just kind of covers everything. Next I'm going to tight line my eyes with a brown Charlotte Tilbury pencil. Whoops. because I don't like having skin showing under there. I like it to be dark under there. So I always put black or dark brown under there. Next I'm going to use this Bare Minerals palette and take the gold one in the middle, bottom middle, and we're going to do under eye gold. This is what I put here every time. I'm not a big fan of underline eyeliner and stuff generally, like even when I do a big glamorous eye, I always just put gold under here because I just find that it looks pretty, and it's not like there's colour there, but it's not too heavy under my eye. I just don't like it. I don't even put mascara on my bottom eyelashes either, because they always end up on my cheeks, and I don't like the look, so I just keep it all on the top lid. And then with the same palette, I'm just going to go in with this brown colour here. I'm just going to give a little warmth and colour to the eyelid. As I said, I'm not going to do too much of a heavy look today. Then I'm just going to put a little bit. It's really pale, this colour, so you can't really see it, but it just gives a bit of warmth to the eyes, and I like that on a day look. And then same palette, I'm just going to use this white or cream coloured one, and I'm just going to put this on my eyelids. So we've kind of done like a brown cut crease. We're just putting a lighter shade there just to accentuate it a little bit more. Nothing too heavy. Okay, then with the same palette and an angled brush, I'm going to do, this is how I do my eyeliners. So I use a black eyeshadow, this one here, to do the outside of the wing, and then I use a liquid liner to the inside, because powdered eyeliner on me in the middle, it ends up going into the middle of my eye. But with your liquid eyeliner, I don't like the way I do the wing on the outside, so I use half and half. And if you have hooded eyes like I do, you want to make sure that the wing is not underneath the hood. Okay. Okay, so that's the outside done. Finally finished with this palette. So I just like to use another kind of little brush, and I like to just pull the edges out, and it makes them it makes them a bit more prettier. See? It gives you the perfect wing. And it also lifts your eyes up at the edges as well, so it gives you the illusion that your eyes are a bit more lifted, which I always like, especially as you're getting older. So now I like to do liquid liner on the inside just to finish off the eyeliner. Okay, right, eyebrow time. Now I've been using, for a really long time now to do my eyebrows, I've been using the L'Oreal pencil. It's got an eraser thing on one end, and I use the blonde eyebrow pencil because I like a light eyebrow, I don't like it too dark, nice and sharp. So I like to sketch out the eyebrow first, and I like to use the top of my eyebrow as the bottom of the new one, if that makes sense. then we fill it in. The eyebrow. There we go. And then what I do is, my trick to stop me from having hard edges at the front like a scouse brow is I use my foundation to just pat off the excess at the front. And then comb it through. And it just gives you a soft edge to the front of your eyebrows, which I really like. Okay, now lashes. Let's put these lashes on. I use tweezers for mine. Now you want to, I'm sure you've watched loads of people do lashes, but I like to bend mine so that they curl. Then hold them in the middle, place them on my eye. Like so. And we can place them where we want them. Okay. Now these were a bit longer. I did cut them down a little bit because they tend to be a bit long for me. I don't like a lash going all the way from one side to the other. I find it irritates my eyes, so I do cut off the end, not the middle, but not the inside rather, but the outside edge. There we go. You do need a little bit of jigging about with these eyelashes because they're so big. God, that took me a while. Anyway, so practice makes perfect. Okay, now I've just got a bit of colour, so I'm going to use this bronzer from Primark, which I actually really love. I've used it quite a lot, as you can see. Use this Bare Minerals brush to just buff this. Give me some contour. I like to use another brush and define the contours using this Charlotte Tilbury palette, and unfortunately the bronzer's broken in here, but I do have two sets of these because I love it so much. I do like to define that a bit more. And use another brush to just blend that out a bit. Then I like to put this Givenchy blush on my apples, my cheeks. It's not a huge colour, you probably can't see it too much, but it's cute. Then if there's any issues with the line, again I use my foundation brush to just straighten that line, make it a bit sharper. Then I like to contour my nose with a small little thin brush like this, and then I use this Kevin Aucoin foundation. I can't tell you which eyeshadow, I can't tell you what the name is because the back is completely disappeared, but it's kind of like a grey brown kind of colour. I like to use this on my nose. And I like this because it's really kind of goes with my skin tone really well. So it just looks like a shadow, it doesn't look like anything else, which is nice. And I don't do it too heavily, probably can't even see it, but it makes a difference. And I like it, so. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but it does. Again, it's subtle, I don't want it too over the top, but I do like the way it looks, so that's the most important thing. If you like it, then do it, because you're the one wearing the makeup. Okay, last but not least, I like to do a bit of highlight. So I'm using this Bare Minerals highlight, which is called Whimsy. It's a gorgeous kind of silvery purplesque kind of colour. They all look the same, I know, but this one goes really nice to my skin tone, and everyone who's seen it on me asks me where it's from, so if you're interested, go check out Bare Minerals Whimsy highlighter, really good. And a little bit on my nose, just on the tip, a little bit here on my Cupid's bow, and then I use another brush for my cheeks, like a Bare Minerals brush like this. Go. Then last but not least, sometimes I'll put like a liquid lip on, but I'm not a huge fan of lipstick and stuff, so at the moment I'm just using this Kevin Aucoin Glass Glow Up lip gloss. It's gorgeous, and it tastes like, I want to say like cupcakes or vanilla or something. It's really nice. Go, and here's my brush. There we go, that is Farrah Mills's quick daytime get ready with me look. This is kind of the look that I do every day, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon.